Hello students, today we are discussing the reactions of amines. So let's get start our interaction. So in this we see the alkylation of amines, that is the Hofmann's exhaustive alkylation, Hofmann elimination, then reaction with nitrous acid, acylation of amines and carbylamine reaction. So let's get start one by one. First, we see the alkylation of amines. It also known as the Hofmann's exhaustive alkylation or salt formation. In this reaction of amines, an acid will give the amine salt. The amine salt are composed of two types of the ions. The protonated amine, which is a cation, and anion derived from the acids. Amine salts are ionic, have higher melting point, non-volatile solids, more soluble in water than the parent amines and slightly soluble in nonpolar organic solvents. So, primary amine is reacted with the HCl, we take it from the alkyl ammonium chloride. Then secondary amine gives the dialkyl ammonium chloride, which is salt, and tertiary amine gives the trialkyl ammonium chloride. Some examples are given. N-propylamine is reacted with the acids, means HCl. It gives the N-propyl ammonium chloride, which is a salt. Also, triethylamine, which is reacted with the hydrochloric acids to form the triethyl ammonium chloride, which is again a salt. If excess of alkyl halide is used, then tetraalkyl ammonium halide is obtained as a major product. The reaction is called exhaustive alkylation of amines. Next, we see the Hofmann elimination reaction. In that, tetraalkyl ammonium halide is treated with moist silver oxide. It gives quaternary ammonium hydroxide, which is a crystalline solid and strongly basic like NaOH and KOH, which is undergo beta elimination to give an alkene. The reaction is called as the Hofmann elimination. In this elimination, the key point is that the least substituted alkene is obtained as a major product. So, the reaction is this. Here we take NNN triethyl propyl ammonium iodide, which is a salt, is reacted with the AgOH, and in presence of moist silver oxide, it gives the NNN triethyl propane ammonium hydroxide, which is on hydrolysis by heating. It gives the ethene as a major product and also the NN diethyl propyl amine. Next, we see the acylation of amines. In that, acylation is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. In this reaction, pyridine neutralizes the acids which produced during the reaction. So, pyridine is used for the acylations of amines. Again, next point is that aliphatic and aromatic only primary and secondary amines undergo acylation reaction because they have replaceable hydrogen atom. But tertiary amine does not show any replaceable hydrogen atom. Hence, they do not show this acylation of amines. Benzoyl chloride, N-methylaniline and ethanamine. These are the some examples which are reacted with acyl chloride form respective amides. The key point of this acylation of amines is that this reaction is used to convert aniline to amine into aniline or amine into the amide. So here we see the reaction. In that, alkane amine we take primary alkane. Then what happens? This lone pair of the nitrogen atom get attack on the carbonyl carbon, and this is the nucleophilic attack. When this attack takes place, the lone pair of this bond is shifted towards the oxygen, and oxygen have the negative charge. In second step, the nitrogen have the plus charge and oxygen have the minus charge. So, the simultaneously hydrogen and Cl are removed by forming this product, amide product. Next, in this some examples are given. In place of R, there we use the C2H5 ethanoamine. The similar reaction is formed and the N-ethylamine. Next we see the ethyl aniline is also there, so you just check out. Next we see the carbyl amine reaction. In that, aliphatic and aromatic primary amines and heating with chloroform give false smelling by forming alkyl or aryl isocyanates or carbyla amines. This reaction is a test for primary amines. This is the again key point. And secondary and tertiary amine does not show this test. So RNH2 plus CHCl3 means this is the chloroform plus KOH on heating, it gives the alkyl isocyanide. So next we see the reaction with the nitrous acids. Nitrous acids is unstable and is prepared in Situ by the reaction of dilute HCl or dilute H2SO4 with sodium nitrite in the absence of heat. So here NaNO2 plus HCl gives the NaCl and the nitrous acid. This nitrous acid can be used to differentiate primary, secondary and tertiary aliphatic amines. This is again key point. But in this R12 standard only we consider the primary amine which is in our syllabus. Secondary and tertiary does not there. So here primary amine reacted with nitrous acid in presence of 273 to 278 Kelvin in NaNO2 plus HCl mixture gives this product. On hydrolysis it gives the alcohol. So aromatic primary amines react with nitrous acid to form the diazonium salt which have stability at 273 Kelvin. So this is the reaction in which this aniline which is the aromatic primary amine. Why primary? Because nitrogen have the 2 hydrogens. In presence of nitrous acid, same condition is there and form the benzene diazonium chloride. This is the diazonium bonding. Aryl diazonium salts are resonance stabilized and useful as a versatile intermediate to obtain a variety of products. So we see the resonating structures of aryl diazonium salts. So just you see and we get the various products from resonating structures. Thank you.